Just to review the few things we've talked about over the past day or so, this was where the modifications I made yesterday or the day before, 8:02 yesterday, where we had changed the windows to double hungs that were wider, which is what I had interpreted the email to mean. And we need to provide room for the mini split unit on this wall. And then tonight I went back and looked over the whole thing, and I really think you should probably even make, these windows were shown as 40 inches wide. The one on the first floor, the brick opening is 40, but the window itself is probably closer to 36. So I made this adjustment here, and I really like how this looks outside, how it works inside. This window's still centered on this wall. This one's slightly off-centered, substantially off-centered, but it has to be really because of the roof and gutter out here. But these were 40 inches wide, and I think after looking over some of the other exterior elements, etc., I think those should go no wider than 36. I think it's right to use double hung windows out there, and this is the final kind of plan that I'm recommending. Where you put this mini split is up to you. You have an air conditioner up here. I think maybe this is better just against this brick wall, backing up to the bathroom rather than something that you might want. I don't know how noisy they are, to be honest. Maybe they're quiet as a mouse. Anyway, I think it's hidden better if it's back here, less intrusive or disturbing that. But this was the plan that I came to. This gave you 3'3". That's actually about, take off 4 inches. So there's almost 3 feet here. And the unit I looked up, this was the smallest you could get, and it was 9,000 BTUs. I'm sure there's others, but that was more than enough for this room. And the interior portion, the interior system, or the little system I looked up just quickly, was the smallest I could quickly find. It was more than enough, and its interior air handler is only 28 inches wide. And the outdoor is 30 inches wide. So this was where we were yesterday, and this is kind of wide. This window's a little wide. That one's much better. And just get rid of these 8 lights. It should be 6. And you can see things divide up pretty nicely. Kind of wanted to maintain this batten here for this gutter downspout, or this gutter ending here, and whether that air condenser is situated mounted on the wall or on the roof, or rotated back against this other wall. You can see the other thing that should happen is there are no lights in the bottoms of any of those second floor double hung windows, so that's how that should look. And as I said, this all divides up very nicely. From the other side, you can really see the improvement here. This is where I kind of should have caught a lot of this earlier, but because I didn't quite fully understand everything. This is where we were yesterday with this wide, 40-inch wide double hung window. Hopefully, if you don't need that much, it's going to make more sense for the house and other things. For that to come, there's where we just shifted it back. So we kind of ended up there yesterday. But then this evening, I took that window from 40 inches wide and went down to 36 inches wide, and got rid of the 8 lights up there. This one does have 8 lights in each sash down below, but upstairs all the second floor windows have, except for the bigger ones on the west side, have 6 lights in the top and none in the bottom. So that would be, the final kind of thing to do. And I really like the balance. First of all, I like how this follows along with everything else that's happening at the second floor with double hung windows. And this is really nicely balanced with what's happening elsewhere. It's the way to go. If that's enough window for you, that would be the way to go. Rear divisions are pretty nice here. And I think this is from the outside. This was yesterday's permutation. And then, that was kind of that was yesterday's permutation. And this was the modification. And you can see it's actually an improvement. this is a bit heavy, a bit busy compared to everything else that's over here. So when that becomes more light like that, it's a better deal. Take out those last lower window or lights in the lower window, and this just really looks nice. It looks like it goes with everything that's happening. From this side, a similar. This was yesterday's, and because that was so wide, these got a little narrow, I feel, compared to these wide ones up here. But that was division. It requires 4, and making that window a little more narrow to 36 inches definitely helps that situation. I don't think you can or should go without them. I don't think you should eliminate this one, my own opinion. But this is, and then take out those lights from the bottom, and you have this. So that's my feeling. I think if everything else being equal, I think you're probably ready to go, unless there's some reason that you need more glass. I like this. So thanks, it's been fun.